Hi and welcome to another installment of Shooting Star. It's November, and sometimes November can be a slightly stressful month for photographers because we're kind of tying up loose ends. We might be shooting just towards the end of our wedding season, and as you get to the end of one wedding season, you can't help but think about what the future holds, specifically when it comes to booking your weddings. And it's roughly around this time of year that you're kind of wondering, am I booking at the right pace? And if you're not booking at the right pace, or you don't have the amount of weddings that you would like for next year, it can be kind of stressful, but that's okay. It is absolutely totally normal. If you find yourself in this position, today I want to talk about 3 tips that you can do to market your business. But the best part is that these tips are absolutely free. So, starting off with our first tip. Number 1, connect with past creative team members. This is a very cool opportunity if you've shot 10 weddings or if you shot 1 wedding. Either way, the year can kind of get away from you. You might not have had the opportunity to invest the time that was needed to get the images to, say, a florist or coordinator or the venue or anybody else who could benefit from the images that you captured on that wedding day. So the key is to get images that are specialized to what it is that they do, specific to what they do. So you want to send flowers to the florist, flower images to the florist, you want to send venue images to the venue, things of that nature. Now, what happens is that this kind of creates an end of the year buzz. You want to personalize this experience by actually sending them a hard copy note or a very personalized email, talking to them about how much you appreciated working with them, and if they'd like to update their portfolios with your images, they're more than able to. What this does is kind of puts you back on the radar of people you worked with earlier in the year. It makes a really cool opportunity to create that conversation again for you, and also it could create an opportunity for a wedding referral just for the simple fact that you got in connection with them towards the end of the year. Tip number 2, post photos on Facebook. Now, I know a lot of photographers will post a grouping of photos after a wedding on Facebook, and they'll tag clients and they'll tag friends, and that's wonderful. I think that is an absolute amazing marketing mechanism and vehicle. However, it's also cool at a later point in the year to go back through the few weddings that you shot throughout the year and looking at that wedding with fresh eyes. There might be a photo in your portfolio that you didn't actually see the first time that actually appeals to you for a reason outside of it being directly related to that wedding specifically. Sure, it could be a picture of a couple, but it also could be just a landscape photo of wedding details or a landscape photo in general. It could be a picture of a bouquet. Either way, it doesn't have to be a grouping of photos. Every few days, put a professional photo out on Facebook on your personal page or on your fan page, because I think the goal here is to have people think of you as a professional photographer, not simply as their friend who takes photos. So anytime you can get professional photos out in front of fresh eyes at a later point in the year, I think it's great because it'll create buzz and get people talking about you the way that you want them to, specifically as a professional photographer. 3, connect with other photographers. Now that the year is coming to a slow or even a close for some photographers, this is a perfect opportunity for you to reach out to other photographers in your area. Now, a few photographers have reached out to me and said that it's difficult for them to meet on a one-to-one basis, say meeting up for coffee or meeting up for lunch, and that's understandable. But what about scalability? What if you were to gather a group of 3 to 4 photographers and meet up for coffee and or lunch? When you get to know people on a personal level, you all become invested in each other and each other's successes. So, say you're in a booking conundrum and there are other photographers who got to know you on a personal level and they really like you, they're more invested in helping you along through the process. If they need a second shooter, they're probably going to turn to you because you're a friend. You've become a friend through the course of the lunch. If they need assistance for a styled wedding shoot, perhaps, they'll probably invite you. Or, better yet, hypothetically, there's a photographer and she's booked on a wedding day. Who is she going to turn that possible wedding referral to? Is she going to turn it to somebody random on the web, or is she going to turn to a friend who she had lunch with and she trusts and know that person will take care of prospective clients? I think she'll probably turn to you if you've taken that time to reach out to local photographers and show them that you care. These are 3 tips that I hope brush up your business towards the end of the year. I wish you the best of luck as you book throughout the remainder of the year and well into next. Stay fabulous.